Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Greetings everybody, let's take a look again on the gold market. So on the daily chart, our major target still stands the same. We expect the hitting of the 1330 target. It's major XOP on the daily. Actually, this ABCD pattern stands in progress for a long time already, since the summer of 2018. And this is a very important destination point for the gold. As soon as the target of the will be completed in 1330, we could get a moderate retracement. So we have talked about it in our weekly report. But anyway, retracement should happen only after the XOP target will be hit. So the reaching of the important target, the major target, is the first. Any other action is the second. That's why, since the XOP still stands untouched, we're watching for completion of this destination point. So we are waiting for the final leg up. Whether this will be the dead cat bounce or it will be a real upward continuation, we will see later. But what we're interested right now with is particularly the reaching of this destination point. That's our major object to watch for. In a weekend, we talked on importance of the C point. So we have so the major concern was the retracement down, and a particular moment where the upward direction will be established. We said whether the market will start in upward direction right from here, or it will show a kind of the ABCD pattern on the intraday charts, and will start the upward direction from a bit lower area, so somewhere around 13 even. That was on this question was on the table, and let's see what new inputs we have to resolve this question. We will start from the hourly chart. On the hourly chart, guys, we have the potential pattern butterfly. And this is our ABCD pattern. So on the weekend we said keep an eye on the C point. If market will not break it up immediately and turn down, then potentially we could get this ABCD completion around 13 even. And then market could reestablish upward direction right from here. So currently, indeed, this has happened. So we can see that with our guarded equal to sell that we have talked about in the weekend, market has dropped. And potentially it could form the catalyst equal to buy. That extension coincides with the completion of the OP targets right here. That's the first possible solution of this situation. So how price action could develop. Also we have here a kind of the channel to the downside. So it's developing here. Second scenario. Take a look. We have a 4-hour time frame chart. We could get this butterfly, but for this butterfly, market should keep valid both lows here and here, and reestablish upward direction right from this moment. What scenario has more chances to be realized on the gold market? Since market is turning to the narrowing action, so when the market forms narrowing swings, so this swing you can see significant, that is smaller, that's even more smaller. When the market turns in kind of narrowing action, it usually creates the dual scenario. So it could form the patterns that both are valid, but they point in a different direction. We saw this many times before. And that is the typical situation when the market showing the narrowing swings. Because for a break in one or other scenario, it should exceed one or another extreme point. So to cancel this butterfly on the hourly chart, market should take it out of this top, while the canceling upside butterfly, market should drop below these lows. But currently, as market showing narrowing swings, both scenarios are valid. So what scenario is more probable to be realized? And as usual, we just use the common sense and the normal market mechanics with the patterns that we have. So let's start from the beginning. We have ABCD pattern in progress, right? Somehow this downward action has been interrupted. So mostly this actually was the OP we talked about on Friday from the minor ABC patient. So if you move the A point right here, then you will get the AB equals CD. But the major ABCD has not been completed yet. So market turns to retracement and showing catalyst equal to sell patient, which is a continuation. So some retracement has happened. Here, market is re-establishing downward action. Now I'm asking you, whether this stop here to the downside is normal when you have the ABCD patient in progress and some retracement already has happened. I would say that not quite, because normally if market already has shown some stop here and starting downward action right to the OP target, it should continue this action to the downside. It's just normal for any ABCD progress. If market somehow stops again at the same area and even a bit higher compared to this low, it makes me think that something is wrong with this ABCD patient and we could not get the completion of it. And upward action really could reestablish right from this moment. That's why in the current circumstance, guys, I would mostly watching for upward continuation right from this area rather than waiting for breakout and completion of the OP retracement. Because there were a lot of chances to complete the OP with this drop that hasn't happened, although here was not really bad action. Market stopped and shows the upward pullback. This time again, this action has not been continued, the market turns to the upward action. It tells me that probably chances on an upward continuation right from this area right now looks better than the completion of the OP retracement on the intraday charts. Actually, currently we could speak on this possible triangle pattern, guys, that we stand right now. And upside continuation, upside breakout of this triangle seems more probable in the current circumstances, just because of the price action, price behavior that we see with these lows. That's our view on the gold market. But anyway, let's see how situation will develop. So the stops for the position taken stands the same as we have talked about in the weekly. So if you would like to take the long position, you could wait for a breakout of this area. It's a raising of the opportunity, even theoretical opportunity for creating of the butterfly to the downside, and then could use the minor retracement for position taken for the 1330 target. Or if still somehow, if I will be wrong and market indeed will continue to move down, wait for completion of the OP and completion of this butterfly. That's what we have here. If you have the bearish view, currently, guys, taking the short position before market will complete the major extension target on the daily chart is very risky. That's why for you it's better to wait when the major target will be completed and then starts searching chance to go short, based maybe even use this butterfly as a background for a possible position taking. So let's keep watching what will happen in the gold market. This market coming is a very important target, and it's lots of trading opportunities should be formed in the nearest future in the gold.